And we're live. What's going on, people? So this is going to be number 2. I'm actually at the office today too, so I'm not actually at home. Why do dudes stay with chicks who cheat? So that'll be what this episode is going to be all about. And if you guys like it, drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff down below, and that'll be great. So I see 1 like, but no viewers. 2. Okay. All right. They're rolling in now. It's awesome. I got my coffee today too. Awesome. Let's see here. Okay. What's up, Tarantula? How you doing today, brother? So it's kind of late. It's about 11 o'clock. So I wanted to get this episode in before tomorrow starts. I woke up really, really late today. I didn't get my shit together until about 8 o'clock, I think, 8 p.m. I went to bed really late last night. So, but yeah, it's working out. Everything's going pretty good. It's really, really different going back to doing the daily stuff. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, bro? When you leave, Tyler, say bye so I know that you're not here anymore, okay? This guy's awesome. Him and that channel, Black Book Basics. Black Book Basics, okay. So it's good that you So it's good that you brought that up, Marcus. Thank you for dropping that in. Because what I'm going to do, I get this request a lot, especially on Instagram, is coach reviews. And I've done one with Alpha Male Strategies in his video. And it got a lot of, it was good. It was pretty good. So people ask me to cover Coach Lee a lot. People ask me to cover Art of Love. People ask me to cover all these. And that's actually a really good idea. And I'm going to do that at home because my computer at home is much more powerful than this one and this one here. So I'm going to set that up. My girlfriend streams, so she's going to help me set up OBS and help me do all that stuff so I can watch the video. We can watch it together and go over the points. And because there's a lot of good coaches out there. Like, I don't know why everyone thinks that we're all in this extreme competition with each other, that we don't all like, I don't know. It's like if another coach likes another one, nobody says anything about it. You know what I mean? And it's like they follow each other. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for bringing that up, Marcus. That's great. I'll check that out. And what we can do is I can watch some of his stuff on the channel too. Ravi, scarcity mentality maybe, and one-itis as well. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's a really good point that I want to bring up that I'm waiting for somebody to say. Ravi, yes, one-itis and massive fear of loss and change. That's a good point too, Tyler. Why do people fear loss and so why do people fear change, especially so much? Obviously, it's comfort, but how do you actually get out of that comfort, right? Because that's a good part of it. That's a big part of it. Why do people stay comfortable? Why do people want to stay so comfortable? Why is it so hard to get moving? Why is it so hard to change? Why is it so hard to, And I already have the answer because I had to implement this into my life too, right? So. But I think we're going to have less of a crowd in here tonight because of, I don't know if it's the late start or YouTube not notifying. I don't know what it is, but there's a couple people that I've noticed that have quit YouTube too. Bigger channels. They're like, I'm done with YouTube. And they're like, my AdSense is low. I'm like, man, you have no idea how to sell. Because comfort is known. Yes. Yeah. That's a good point too, bud. Like comfort. People don't like to be uncomfortable. That's very true. And it's very difficult to put yourself in a position where you're like, I don't want to feel this way. Look, it's cold as hell outside, right? And if I go outside, being really cold to the point where you're shivering burns a lot of calories. So I'll go outside sometimes and just like stand there, you maybe like put a video or a podcast on, get really cold. Cold therapy is really good for you. Like I feel really good when I do cold therapy. So my shoulders are sore. So yeah, like cold therapy is awesome. What else? But yeah, comfort is known, and it's hard to get into the point where you're uncomfortable to make the change. You don't want to experience more discomfort to get to a place where you're happy. That's hard to do too. But everyone is so future and past focused, right? Everyone is. And the biggest thing to take away from it all is daily action. So when you think of an entire day, it doesn't take a lot of energy to think that, right? It doesn't take a lot of energy to be like, oh, well, tomorrow I'm going to just do X, Y, and Z. But if you look at your life in a daily view, right? Try to look at your lives like that. Like, so this is what I do now, especially because I have so much going on. You guys would probably freak out and call me like an unhealthy person for having such a schedule like this. But I look at my life from a daily viewpoint because that helps a lot with anxiety, right? Guys, I get anxious too. Like when I have a lot going on my plate and I have so much going on, when I find myself getting anxious, it's because I'm thinking too much into the future or too much into the past, right? That's when I get the most anxious. That's when I get the most in my head, right? But the thing is, Pippin ain't easy. But the thing is, all you got to do is take a look at your life in a daily view. So, what did you do that day? Was it an income producing activity, or was it, an income reducing activity? I always eat before I film, which is probably a bad idea. So I probably shouldn't do that anymore because it always gives me hiccups. Or because I eat so damn fast, by the way. I eat really fast. It's a bad habit, and I'm trying to get rid of that habit. But yeah, so that's one of the biggest things, guys, is look at your lives in a daily sense. So write it down in a 24-hour time slot. Put yourself for like 16 hours because you sleep for about 8 hours, hopefully. Some of you less, some of you more. Even if you sleep for 12 hours, what are you doing for the next 12? If you work another 8 hours, okay. So what do you got? 4 hours left? Is my math right? Yeah. So what are you doing for those 4 hours, right? Some of you guys go to the gym. Some of you guys have families. Okay, you got 1 or 2 hours left. Is that an income producing activity or not? Are you learning? And what people do is they escape. They always escape, right? Instead of trying to make their lives better, like an inch at a time, they always want to escape from their lives instead. And it really sucks, man, because you can make your life better a lot faster. So imagine if this is kind of how I'm terrible at doing this, but like, I want you to imagine if you made your life better inch by inch, right? Or because there's a lot of Americans in here, so I'm using your system. But for us, like centimeter by centimeter, right? So imagine if you're doing it like little by little by little. And by the time you get from here, if you focus on making money online, for example, you're starting here. And say you got to fill up this whole screen to be like, okay, I got enough skills. It takes this much to learn. Anybody who's jumping in now is going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Just go back. But if it takes this much to learn in terms of the size of the screen, let's say, and that's just my way of telling you, okay, this is time, right? So if it takes that much time to learn, if you did just a step-by-step every single day, now you have enough skill to actually apply something online, right? And then you can keep going from there. And then once you quit your stupid job that you have, that you hate, that everyone hates, right? If you guys hear a computer, it's my computer over here buzzing. So if you do that, then once you quit your job, now you have like a lot more time to focus on improving your skills, right? And that's it. You keep on reinvesting into yourself, and you always start small. And our society is driven towards instant gratification. So Tyler's in the money mentorship group, right? And And I make it sound like you can make money quickly, which you can, but you have to focus so much effort into learning how YouTube works, which is there's a couple courses there, and then I'm there too. But it's not get rich quick. It's a get rich for sure if you know how to do it right. And it takes a lot of energy at first because you start slow and everyone wants it fast. YouTube is a skill. It really is. So Paladin Tactical says low self-esteem. Yes, that's a big one. That's a big one. I started a business this year. What's the business, dude? What are you doing? What are you up to? That's awesome, by the way. It's very true, Paladin. It's low self-esteem. Yeah. Yep. Low self-esteem for sure is a big one. That actually, self-esteem has to do with everything in this planet. If you want to start a business, you have to have self-esteem. There was a point before I started doing daily videos back when I first started this channel. I was actually afraid of going on camera. And that fear is what stopped me from starting a long time ago. Deon says, man, finally let that ex go. Take your red pill, have your mindset change, focus on yourself. Will always come back when you have more value than the left you red pill. So Deon, the red pill is nice at first. It's a nice place to be because you understand what women are like and what they're looking for. But then it causes you to have this strange outlook. It's like a lot of red pill dudes hate chicks, and it's or at least it comes across that way. And all it is a little bit of adaptation on your end. Taking Tai Lopez courses for social media marketing. I took some of those courses too, Occult Corner. Honestly, I found a course that's much better. Much better. It's by Billy Wilson. I have an affiliate link if you want to get it. It's expensive as fuck though. And I'm sure you spent a lot of money on that course already. But yeah, I have a shit ton of courses that I took too. But yeah, the red pill's great, Dayon. It is. It's going to change your life and the way that you look at things and stuff like that. But dude, it's like all look, really, in my eyes, the red pill just unravels all the bullshit conditioning that you learned. Really. So that's just the way I look at it. Nice. I feel like culturally cheating is treated like if a man cheats, he's a piece of shit. But if a woman cheats, she must have done something wrong to push her into someone else's head. Absolute garbage. That's fucking. It's one of those things where it's a double standard, right? It's bullshit. But here's the thing: men can fuck 15 women and it's cool, but chicks can't. Right? There's always a fucking bunch of bullshit going on, but it's true. You're absolutely right, bro. It's true. Billy Wilson. My cousin makes $15,000 a month because of Tai Lopez. I'm not saying his courses don't work. I'm just saying there's a course out there that's far better. That's all. If it works for you, it works for you. I like it better because of the amount of support that goes into that group afterwards. My cousin is my mentor. Badass. Cool, man. Cool. But yeah, you're right, Tyler. You're right. But you know what? I have learned to let go of that stuff and just focus on what I can control in my life. So I used to get mad at things like that, right? I used to get mad at things like that too. I used to be like, man, why is it like that? Blah, 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 blah. But truthfully, it doesn't matter, right? It does matter, but to you and your actual, what you're looking to change in your life, it don't matter, bro. You know just find a good chick. A good woman is gonna but you can learn from the red pill and learn how to control value and flip it to make any girl and your ex chase you. I mean, yeah, you can. I'm not, like I said, it's a good place to be, but you don't want to stay there for very long, bro. Like it's It's coming from a place of anger in a lot of red pill channels. Let's say that. And eventually you learn that you're like, okay, women just want X, Y, and Z from men. And it's my job to focus on myself. And it's my job to get my life to the place that I want to be. And it's my job to find the right woman, not the right woman, but the right women, right? So what the red pill does is it stops you from going like this, and it makes you come back inwards. And that's where it's the best. But sometimes a lot of people get real angry about what they went through. Some girl broke a guy's heart, and now he's like, fuck women, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, all right, you're literally angry because chess is done a certain way and you lost or you got hurt, and now you're just leaving the game. I was really blue pill for most of my life, went hard red pill, met a woman and backed down the red pill. We broke up, but I don't want to be extreme red pill again. It just helps me be a man. That's a good way of looking at it too. Good morning, bro. You're from Belgium. What's up, Ronnie? I'm officially a business owner recognized by the state as a legit business. That's good for you, bro. Social media marketing is what I did right out when I first left. No, I was still working actually. But here's the thing about social media marketing that got to me. This is just my personality. I want to be as passive as possible, right? I don't want to have to coddle, you know? And with social media marketing, there was a lot of clients that were like, why, they just had these crazy expectations. And for me, I don't think I gave it enough time. I don't think I had the right clients either. So that's where my issue with it was. Contentment is hard to find despite a daily push to be better. Well, it depends. That's where you have to become very self-aware. Who are you? You know what I mean? What are you looking for? What do you want out of this life? Right? It's only hard to find if you make it hard to find, bro. Look, society's also going to tell you make millions of dollars, be like, okay, actually, let's back up a minute. Society's going to tell you that it's really hard to be happy, right? You need all these things to be happy. And you don't, man. You don't need much to be happy at all. I'm pretty happy with my life, right? But I push for more because it feels good. My ex-girlfriend of 10 years cheated on me and I kicked her to the curb. I never gave her a second chance. Good for you, bro. You don't deserve a second chance, man. And a lot of weak ass people are going to be like, everyone deserves a second chance. It's like they knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing when they cheated on you. But yeah, man, no, for real, let's get back to the topic at hand, obviously. Dudes, it's more of guys stay with women that cheat more because of the investment and low self-esteem. They're afraid they can't ever find another woman. That's a big one. Another woman of that grade, right? So that's why guys stay with chicks who cheat. And I already said this, but number 2, investment. So that you make this huge investment into this woman and you're like it's 10 years, right? That's a good example. So 10 years with a person is a long time. And guys will even use that as an excuse to stay. So I did a coaching call like 2 or 3 days ago. And the guy, this is where this video topic came from. This guy stayed with this girl who cheated. And he was with her for like 6 years. And he's like, I spent 6 years with her, bro. I don't want to just let that all go. I'm like, she broke the trust, dude. Like forever after this, if you get back together with her, every single time she's out with her friends, every single time she's doing something, you're going to have a subconscious thought that she's out with some other guy or girl, whatever she cheated on you with. I was my ex. I was my ex, left for her ex. I was content with my life, but became the woman, striving to become a real man again. It doesn't take much, bro. Again, Dean, what are you doing every day? Right? It just takes daily action. So men get content with their life when a woman comes in because they think that that's all they need. You have to find your see. Just by you saying that comment, Dean, I know that your individual life is probably boring, doesn't have much going on. You probably don't strive to do like fun or extraordinary things. And this is not a diss, bro. Like, I like to use this when I do my coaching calls. If I were to read your at the end of your life, if it was in a book, would I want to read it? Right? I like to say that because if you sit around playing video games all day, what's fun about you? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to tell your kids some crazy stories about your childhood or about your teenage years? Are you going to be able to do that? Or are you going to be like, nah, I was at home playing Call of Duty all fucking day? And I'm not saying that's you, Dean. I'm just saying that's what most people are like, dude. Most people just don't have a lot going on. They're boring people. And all that I want you guys to take from that is, what are you doing every day? Just change what you do. Like, analyze your hours, right? Again, if you work 8 hours that day, if you work, or if you sleep 6, 7, 8 hours and you work another 8 hours, okay, you got another 8 hours left. Do something with that, right? Do something fun, learn a skill. And see, when you have money takes away all that extra, all those layers in your way of doing shit that's fun. If you don't have any money, well, what are you going to do? Right? And most chicks just want to have fun, right? That's it. Women just want to be in a fun relationship with a guy who's strong. She can't have her way with the guy who pushes back, not in a physical way, but when she tests him, he's like, go fuck yourself, that kind of shit. And she's like, oh, you told me to fuck myself? You fuck yourself. He's like, okay, bye, peace. And that's it, right? And then watch her test you again. She'll think fucking twice about it, I promise. You're out for the night? Okay, Tyler, take it easy, bruv. Tyler, if you have any questions about the money stuff, let me know. Don't ever hesitate to ask, dude. But yeah, man, what are you guys doing every day, right? Like, my life is full of making content. That's what I do right now. But there's going to be a time where I'm going to pull back and I'm going to want to go do some fun stuff. I'm going to want to go travel. I'm going to want to go do some stuff. And by then I'll have a massive, massive audience on all of my channels. And then I can talk to them. I can do all that stuff. And, you know, I'll never work for another person again. I knew that. Working for somebody else sucks. Who in here still has a job? Just say I, or put a 1 in chat if you still have a job. Because, man, I could never ever do that again. I remember showing up to work and this customer's already like angry as soon as I got there. I just wanted to turn around and say, fuck you. Like, what do you do, Dean? What's your job? Cool. So two people so far. A welder. Cool. That's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna do when I was in high school. I was gonna get into welding. Put us, your audience, aside for a minute. How are you doing? I'm good. I'm doing good, man. Welding's cool, man. I was going to get into that when I was young too. Everyone told me that it was a good job. All the trades jobs, right? Plumbing, electrical, welding, shit like that. That's what I was going to go into, stuff like that. And I just working for somebody else is the worst. Love what I do, hate who I do it for. See, there's a good saying, people don't quit jobs, they quit managers. Right? How many of you guys have hated a manager before, or hated a boss, or hated whoever the company owner is, or whatever? Whoever has direct power over you, right? EU says, how do I have a social life while working from home? I'm extremely successful, but I'm considering going to a university literally just to meet new people and do something different. Okay, this is one of those things where it's you're overthinking the whole thing. Like, you don't have to go to university to meet people, bro. There's actually an app called meetup.com. So here's the thing. When you want to have a social life, a lot of people have a social life tied into the hobbies. So like my buddy does jujitsu, right? And a lot of his friends that he's met who are police officers and lawyers do jujitsu. So guess who he has access to if he ever needs any help when it comes to that kind of stuff, right? So university, for one, going to a university, you're going to have access to people who have a university mindset. I could never hang out with those people. They are so annoying. Like, oh my God, like I got a 95 on my sociology exam. I'm like, oh, like, shut up. And I was at this party last night and bitch, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm just so beyond that. For me, for you, it depends on what age you are, where your maturity level is. I could never do that, bro. I couldn't do it. I would just get annoyed. I'd be like, you know what? But you can literally meet people anywhere, bro. You can meet people anywhere. So I put my social life sort of not aside, but I don't focus on it very heavily because of my business, right? But if you are successful and you're very happy in terms of your financial situation, then absolutely go and just talk to people, bro. The fact that you are asking, how do I have a social life? It just, for me, it screams like you don't want to go out and talk to people just randomly because it might seem weird to you. But if somebody came up to me on the street and was like, hey, bro, how you doing today? Blah, blah, blah. And we had struck up a conversation. And he's like, yo, you want to go have a beer? Be like, fuck yeah. Like, why not? You buying? You know what I'm saying? Just be cool, bro. Hurricane Johnny, you too? What do you do, Hurricane? I'm 20. My job could be temporary, so I'm tempted to get a degree just so I can have it in the future if needs be. I mean, okay, that's cool. However, you don't even need a degree anymore, bro. You can make so much money without a degree, dude. You don't need a degree at all. Like, it's a waste of time. Ask all the people that have degrees if they would have done something else or if they wish they did something else. Most of them will tell you yes. Keep up the good work. Thanks, bro. I'm a professional painter working to start my own business soon. Cool, man. Make sure you're putting your paint jobs and all that shit on Instagram or TikTok or whatever so people can see. Having a business is all about attention, right? Clientele, people who want to buy from you. The more people that like your shit, that's it. Believe me, I'm aware. I work in porn management. Okay, that took me by surprise. But cybersecurity is my passion and a degree is required. Okay, cool. Okay, so then in that case, go for it, bro. Go for it, dude. No, like if cybersecurity is your passion, again, if you wanted to start a cybersecurity company, you don't need a degree for that. It's funny because Gary Vee was actually talking about this when he in one of his podcasts. He was like, what did he say? He's like, I can't, all the shit that you need to work for my company, I don't even have those skills. He's like, but I hire the people that do. It was really funny. So it depends, man. It depends on what you want to do. If you love cybersecurity, then absolutely go into it. Do what you got to do. If that's your passion. It's definitely needed, bro. It's going to be something that's going to be hella needed in the future, dude. Cybersecurity is going to be so important in the future. Greetings from Egypt. What's up? I love all your videos. So many useful advice. Thanks, bro. Yo, I got a question for you if you're from Egypt. Are your malls open 24 hours? At least where you live? I heard that, and I don't know if that's a rumor or not. Because in Canada, they're definitely not. Let me know if that's true. Is it Friday? It is Friday. People are out probably having a good time right now. It's 11:30. Next time, I think I'll start this at like 6, something like that. I spent the last 3 years traveling mostly. I can do my job while in university and cybersecurity. It's going to be huge in the future, so I decided to upgrade. Nice. Go for it, dude. What's up, Vishnu? Fish? How you doing, bro? I'm good, man. I'm real good. I'm more calm these days, actually. I used to be really I used to notice that my body was really tense and uptight, and I don't know. I used to be very like edgy. Now I'm a lot more calm. I try to breathe and take it easy and just think of my next hour, for example. So after this live stream, I'm going to film a video for my other channel and upload the video that I made yesterday. Real Talk episode 5 is going to be uploaded here. It depends on the city you're living in, but yeah, especially for the capital, Cairo, the big cities, yes, they're open 24/7. That's fucking crazy. I could never, ever imagine that. That's insane. That's crazy. Our malls here are open from like 9 to 9. And that seems long. So going there at like 1 in the morning, be like, yeah, I'm going to buy some clothes. Be hilarious. Excuse me. But yeah, it's crazy. So, what was I going to say? I completely fucking forgot. I forgot. I was the dude who was no contact for 30 days because I said something stupid to my ex. Turns out she rebounded instantly and was likely cheating. I told her to go fuck herself and I haven't cared. That usually happens, man. Usually when you have a hard time hearing from an ex-girl or an ex-guy, it's because they're off talking to new people. How do you rebuild attraction and emotional connections with your ex? Rebuilding it, it's difficult. They have to basically start trying to initiate it. So the first thing you have to do in the beginning is let go. Okay. Now, I think in your situation, Hurricane has been quite a while, if I remember correctly. But in the beginning, you have to let go because they're going to have this sense of like relief that they're gone, right? So by taking away your attention and mystery, exactly. So you let go of them. You let go of your attachment to the relationship. You let go of that. Then from there, what you do is you focus on the problems and the issues that you have in your life as an individual. Because don't forget, relationships are two individuals coming together to share their time. Well, if you suck and you have issues, you have to fix all those issues, and it takes time to do that. Your ex knows this. A lot of guys try to say, give me another chance, I'll change. Change does not happen overnight. Everyone knows that. So, and then this is all completely dependent on your ex, because if your ex does not ever want to talk to you again, you're out of luck. But you still have to put that work in because there's still more people out there for you to meet. But if your ex does reach out to you, never ignore them, right? And if they reach out to you with some positivity, you can say, let's catch up. And once you catch up with them, that's when you rebuild attraction and emotional connections with them again. Because look, they're going to have memories with you. They're going to start forgetting about all the bad shit that you did, right? That's the whole point. You have a good chance of hearing from them, but sometimes you don't. So they'll be warmer and warmer and warmer towards you as more time goes by. That's it. That's really the whole, that's it. They'll be warmer as more time goes by. That's it. Because when they break up with you, they're cold as ice. They have to be, because They are finally doing something that they've been thinking about doing for a long time. Okay. Then when you guys start spending more time together, you just have fun like you did in the beginning. That's it, Johnny. It's it. What did you do in the beginning? You guys went on dates. You guys had fun. You guys discovered about each other. When you guys break up, it's because that person does not like you anymore. Getting your ex back is usually the first thing that men try to do because they're so caught up in not wanting to suck. They don't want to be the reason why the relationship ended. They don't want to be looked at like they're shitty. And you know that going back to your ex has some negative downsides to it right off the bat. You know that. But you're like, so many guys are so, I'm going to prove her wrong because I'm not that shitty, right? But maybe you are. And all you got to do is just fix it. All you got to do is put some action into fixing the problem. So rebuilding emotional connections is it's the foundation of what relationships are, dude. You spend time together, you go have some fun, and she ends up liking you because I guess you're positive, you are driven, you're motivated, right? Johnny, as far from what I remember about you, I don't think your life is very interesting or fun, if I remember correctly. Okay. I do remember one thing, but I don't want to say it out loud. I think it was you had an issue. You had a real big problem that you got fixed, and then you came out. If I'm wrong, let me know. If you're having trouble with attachments, read the look Buddha, Stoicism, Taoism. Yeah. By the way, massive fan of your channel. Thank you, Grind. Was with the girl for 9 years. She reached out after 2 months of no contact, came over. We hooked up. Next morning, she texted me. It was a mistake. Let's keep it platonic. Yeah. So, okay. This happens all the time. This happened to me. Okay. So what happens is when the attachment's broken, because 9 years is a long time. So sometimes the relief stage can last a really long time. So with you, it lasted a while, right? She reached out after 2 months of no contact. So 2 months, right? She's been like, okay, I kind of miss him, blah, blah, blah. She sleeps with you and she's like, that was not what I wanted to do. So there's two things that could be, Grind. She's either talking to a new guy or she really, really does not like you the way she used to. Okay. So this is where dudes have to be really careful because guys are so quick to want to sleep with their ex-girlfriends thinking it'll bring them back, thinking that it'll fix everything. It doesn't. It doesn't fix everything at all. It doesn't fix things just because you guys had a sexual relationship in the past. She broke up with you. Why would you sleep with her right away, right? That's the first thing that comes to my head. It's because you want to feel good. I get it. But it causes issues just like that. So now she wants to keep it platonic. She probably slept with you to see if there were still feelings, which she realized there isn't, or it's awkward. Or maybe you said something to her. I don't know what the whole thing was between you guys, but she's now turned off again. Okay. And she wants to keep it platonic. Don't accept the platonic bullshit. Okay. And just say, no, like you go your way, I go my way, and let her come back to you. You're right. Things are getting better though. That's awesome, Johnny, but things getting better, right? I'm happy you're getting better. Like, and I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. I'm happy you're getting better, and I'm happy that you're trying to push for the next best thing. But your ex knows what you're capable of in terms of your potential, and getting better isn't good enough for them. It's good enough for your friends and your family sometimes, but not for your ex. Your ex wants you at your best. That's just the way that they are. Women are like that. Women don't want to have to teach you to be, teach you to be a man. They don't want to teach you how to be driven. They don't want to teach you to get out of your issues. During the coaching that you made with clients, have the ex come back during more than a year? So basically what you're asking is, do exes come back after a year? Not usually, no. Is the comment an ex will always reach out eventually. Is that a question, Dean? I don't understand. Is it bullshit? Is that what you're asking? Platonic means she wants to keep you as a leash close by, date other guys, and have you. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Don't accept that. Don't accept that. Just say, you know what? I'm cool. Later. Is it true or bullshit? It depends. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Here's the problem with that line of thinking, Dean. So if you are wondering that, you're still future focused. You should never be future focused, ever. Like, yeah, you should have your goals. You should have the things that you got to do, but you got to stay as present as possible, especially with things you can't control. If you can't control, which is you can't control human behavior, right? Not even God can. So, at least for the people that believe. So, if you can't control people, don't even bother thinking that way. Because you're only asking if, because you want reassurance that you're going to hear from your ex someday. I don't know if it's because you want to rub it in her face that you're a lot better. Who knows? It always comes from a bad place. Never think about that kind of stuff, my dude. Think about what you can control. Think about the actions that you can put in to change your sexual market value, right? Does an ex always reach out? That's a question that nobody can answer. If you see coaches putting that stuff out there, me included, it's because we're answering a question that we always get, right? So I put a lot of questions as titles on YouTube because it's frequently asked questions that we get from people, but nobody can ever answer that question. Not anybody, right? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. There's exes that I've heard from all of my exes, right? But there's girls that I was hanging out with that I never really got into a full relationship with that just took off and never reached out to me. They were never, and it's just a flash in the pan. What if we have kids together? Does the ex still not come back after a year? Excuse me. Sorry if I blew that right into your ears, to you people on headphones. Does the ex still not come back after a year? See, again, this is another future focused thing. If you have a kid with your ex, Johnny, you should be focused presently in the moment. See, everyone here is no wonder people are so anxious and depressed. You're focused on the fucking future, right? You're focused on shit you can't control. See, The Power of Now. You guys have to read this book or listen to it. So, again, focus on your kid. Focus on yourself. That's what's going to get results, is focusing on the shit you can control. Both of you, Dean and Johnny. So asking questions about the future, you never know what the future holds. You don't know who's going to be a lottery winner. Well, by the way, our lottery was 70 million, which is like a Canadian world record. But for you American folk, our lottery is barely taxed. Whereas I know that, like, if you win a lottery in the States, it's a lot bigger, but it's taxed. I agree. I need to stay present. She left for her ex and she chose a path. I now need to build my pillars and stay present. Exactly. It's difficult, Dean. Look, the difficult part is you're going to be, okay, the fact that you're recognizing that is the next step. People that are so caught up in the future don't even realize they're doing it. They're just anxious and they have no idea why. But if you're in the present moment, you're going to catch yourself constantly jumping back to the future thoughts. You're going to constantly be back and forth. It's difficult to break that habit. That's why meditation is so powerful. That's the only reason why. Why does everyone say meditation changed my entire life? Meditation changed this. Meditation changed that. Meditation changes that because it takes you from future to present, focusing on your breathing, focusing on this, focusing on that. That's what you need to do. That's why meditation is so important. If you are so constantly focused on the past, like your mistakes, like my video, 99% of men need to listen to this. That's you focusing on your past because you have guilt, right? If you focus on your future, you're anxious because you think that whatever the future is going to bring you is going to change your life. Of course, you need goals, 100%. But what are you doing in that present moment to attack your goals? If you're watching Netflix, you don't deserve to get your goals. I'm sorry, you just don't. Sorry, not sorry. No need for books. The person that likes you will reach out if the person wants you to play. Well, you do need books to learn shit, to update your belief system. If you don't read, like I have a stack of books right over here. There is a need for books. The person that likes, like, if you don't know that you need to constantly be working on yourself and you learn that from a book, the book served its purpose. Cat and mouse chase shit. Well, again, sounds like you're angry that cat and mouse chase shit is a necessity. Sometimes you have to understand there's a dynamic in every relationship, masculine, feminine. Masculine works on certain things and feminine does other things. Feminine focuses on the connection and the bond and the love and that shit. And the masculine focuses on goals and getting shit done. You can have both. That's why men have some feminine in them and women have masculine in them, because but whatever your dominant essence is what you need to focus on. If the girl is reaching out to you, it's because she wants to bond and connect with you. You set a date and you go and fucking do your thing from there on. If she's normal, she'll be like, okay, cool. And then she'll wait for the date and she'll think about you and she'll wonder about you and all that shit. I learned that from a book. So don't say there's no need for books. I dread the thought of my ex reaching out. Can't go back or pretend that she didn't shred me. It's okay if she did, bro. If I secretly do want her to reach out, it's only to show her I don't want to be with her. And look, cool that you admitted that, right? Because it hurts you and it fucked you up. But what happens when you get fucked up is you pick up the pieces and you rebuild and you're stronger for it. And if you want her back to show her that you don't want to be with her, that's completely normal. Every guy does. Every guy wants to show their ex-girlfriends that they're awesome, right? You shouldn't have left me. It's just your ego talking. That's all, bro. And if you know that it's your ego, you're aware of it, then you can check it. And when you're aware of it and you ignore it, that's the problem, right? That's the problem. So being self-aware of your thoughts and your actions is the only thing that you can do. So here's another realization of mine. Staying angry at shit. I grew up having a bias for anger, right? Somebody would cut me off in traffic. Somebody would piss me off. I get angry. And I would hold on to that for the entire day. Realizing it doesn't matter. Because I'm choosing to stay angry. I'm choosing to stay in that pit, right? What do you know about India? Have you tried Indian food? Well, right now, I know that India had a curfew of some kind going on for a little while. I don't know anything about Indian food. Have I ever tried it? Nope. Why are exes curious about you? The better question is, why aren't they? They spent all this time with you, right? They're curious because they spent time with you, because they once loved you. They want to know if you're with somebody else. They, on a subconscious level, every human being wants to be needed, right? To feel like they are needed and wanted. Even though your ex does not want to be with you, a part of them still wants you to chase them. Just to reject you. And when you don't do that, they get curious because they're like, I thought you loved me. It's a human thing. It's not a man or woman thing. It's a human thing. Don't worry about it. Problem is, she came over the next weekend and the same thing happened again. Hooked up. Then she said she can't see me anymore. Sounds like another dude in the picture. Does it really matter? Right? She came over that night. You got to spend a good night together. She said, you're listening to her words, but her words did match her actions for a minute, because she's probably texting you saying, hey, I miss you. I'm going to want to come over, blah, blah, blah. You guys, she comes over and she now she regrets it. So the easiest way for you to keep this pattern going on, in terms of her seeing you and sleeping with you, is, okay, you don't want to be with me? That's okay. You think it was a mistake? Okay, cool. There you go. There's the door. See you later. That's all you got to do. And just don't be butthurt about it. Let her come and go. And watch, when she sees that you are staying the same and this other guy's fucking up because he's getting emotional, and you're like, I'll keep dicking you down. I'm cool, whatever. You do that, and she's going to be like, she's going to want to be with a stronger man every single time. Every single time. They're attracted to it, man. They don't, unless she's fucked up, like really fucked up, like personality disorders and shit like that. She wants to be with a strong man. But if she's really fucked up in her head, then she's going to, she has no idea what the fuck she wants. Even if she comes across a strong man, she's like, doesn't know why she's attracted to him and all this other shit because she can't fucking figure it out. I kind of feel bad for people who have like borderline personality disorder and shit like that, because they don't know what they're doing from hour to hour, day to day, like some of them, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's just the way that it is. But yeah, man, that's the whole thing about being a dude. It's like a lot of guys get caught up thinking that it's okay to be like a super emotional little simp. Like, I'm on TikTok. Like, okay, so I have been spending a lot of time on TikTok, consuming TikTok, right? I've seen 2 or 3 dudes on TikTok with this like relationship advice, and all of them are simps. Like, don't say this or your wife will get mad at you. I'm like, you fucking simp. You're going to get she controls you. Happy wife, happy life. Shut the fuck up. I hate that shit. I can't stand that saying. Happy wife, happy life. That automatically puts this stigma, this, what's the word I'm looking for? It puts this like hanging aura around your relationship that your woman means more than you do. Is that not fucked up? Like, I've learned that it's okay and sometimes necessary to be selfish. It is 100% necessary to be selfish. Because here's the thing, Dean. See, your social conditioning is telling you to be selfless. Care about your fellow man. But here's the thing, bro. If you have nothing to give, how can you care about your fellow man? Okay? I've learned it's okay to be selfish. Now I'm single. I'm finding things about myself. Self-discovery. I'm worried I'm becoming too introverted and alone. Anxiety is my killer. Anxiety is a future-focused problem. Okay? Don't worry about it. Dean, what's your health like? What's your wealth like? And what's your personal development and your social circle like? Now, if you're worried about becoming too introverted, don't worry, because guess what? Do you think I hang out with my friends very much? Not really, no. Because I'm focused on my wealth and my personal development are in the forefront of my mind right now, right? So when you get your pillars really high and you're happy and you're making a lot of money, again, Dean, what are you going to do for the rest of the day today or tomorrow? Maybe you're going to bed after this live stream's done. What are you going to do to focus on those things? So get a fucking like notepad, right? Health is awesome. Wealth needs work. Reverse that shit. Spend more time focusing on your wealth. Stay healthy enough to be healthy. I get that. If you're young, you can sacrifice your health a little bit. It's bad advice, but it's one of those things where the older that you get, the harder it is to get wealthy, because it takes a certain amount of energy. It takes a certain amount of obligation, okay? And stay healthy enough, but focus on your wealth, bro. And when you solve your money problems, a lot of your issues in life go away. I can tell you that. Dean, when you overcome that, you have won. I went through that. I became self-sufficient. Oh, and that's what I want to go back to. Be selfish as fuck, please. Please, all of you guys in this chat, be selfish. You should not be offering your time, your money, your resources to anybody else but yourself, because everyone's going to tell you you're being selfish. That's average thinking. Don't listen to average thinking. Don't listen to anybody who gives you that advice. Look at their life. Would you trade places with them, even if they're making a little bit more money than you, they have a nicer house than you, whatever? They are average thinking people. Ask somebody who's really rich about that same thing. Be like, would you, focus on yourself? They're gonna be like 100% yes. Focus on yourself, because when you are so abundant, that's when you can start giving to other people, because you have a lot of it and you're making more and more. So Dean, how old are you, bro? How do I get my ex back long distance? Note that she broke up with me because I'm not stable and I've been hypersexual at times. Well, I mean, long distance is it's a slippery slope, bro. 3 a.m. Because the thing about long distance is they're already used to having space from you, right? So they're already used to being away. They're already used to that distance, and to create even more of that, it's difficult. So it can be done. It's the same thing. Just go no contact. Don't speak to them. Focus on your shit and get them to be curious about you. And I'm going to tell you right now, if it's long distance, she's most likely already seeing another guy. I can tell you that right now. You're 45. Oh, and to get her back, you just have to get her curious about you enough to the point where she's missing you and she's thinking about you and she wants to be with you. Nobody breaks up with somebody that they're in love with. She's literally, like, a lot of guys like to sugarcoat their breakups, but what is a breakup? They're literally saying to you, I don't like you enough to spend more of my time with you. There's nothing more to it than that. You're 45. Okay. So 45 years old. You're in quarter 2. Yeah, technically. Quarter 3 is what, 50 and beyond, 50, 75. So say you live to 100, which apparently they have found that they can pretty much stop our aging by the time 2040 comes. They're already making mice and rats and whatever live like 20% longer. So my ex is 22. Woo. You have to see, if you're 45, you have to have your shit together. And if you're dating a young woman. Okay, Dean. So you work for someone else. So first things first, you have to multiply yourself. How are you going to make more money if you're working jobs that only pay you, like, even $30 an hour? A lot of you guys are like, that's pretty good money, bro. Like, well, fuck. No, like, you're still trading your time for money. How are you going to replicate yourself? You have to find ways, which online offers. Okay. So making money online offers you a way to be found forever. That's literally the definition of multiplying yourself. So let me tell you what I did with this exact channel that you're watching right now. I started making videos, okay, over and over and over and over and over again. I made videos. I watched what other people were doing and I put my own twist on it. And I was I'm still very much myself. Some people don't like my attitude. Some people love my attitude. And people that love me, they love me, right? They show up for every video. That's the definition of multiplying yourself, because now every single time somebody searches a keyword, how to get your ex back, eventually you'll see me somewhere. Every time somebody types in no contact, eventually you'll see me somewhere. So I get like 15 to 50 subscribers per day, depending on the day. It's a pretty big gap, which I don't like. I want more, obviously, but I'm focused on other channels. So what happens when you get to a point where a channel's making like $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month? Everyone focuses on that channel more, which is a good idea at first, but you have to figure out, okay, if you did that once, do it again in another niche. Okay. So if you know a lot about health, Dean, start there. The 3 big niches are health, wealth, and money. I have a channel in all 3, except health, actually. I don't have any in health right now. I want to get into something with health, but I think I actually want to be really, really authentic with that one and show workouts and shit like that, because I have a really good frame already, but I gain weight easy. Okay. I have a hard time losing weight, but if I really needed to get really jacked and big, I could. So I have the opposite of the skinny guy syndrome. But that's for another fucking story. So multiplying yourself is the easiest way to make more money, dude. So whatever you did to make your first channel or your first, it can be Twitter, it can be Instagram, whatever is making you money, you do that over and over again until you reach your financial goal. So my goal is to make $1,000 per day. That's $365,000 a year. I have it on I have a whiteboard somewhere. Oh, it's over there behind me. $1,000 a day is not really that much money. Sorry, it is. It's not as hard as you think it is. $1,000 a day, it's like if you had a course, you sell 10 courses in a day, right? If you have a book, so having multiple channels with multiple products, that's how you do it, right? So there's only one Dean and you can only, work for someone else. You punch the clock and you go home. That company is literally telling you with the dollars that they pay you how much you're worth. And the thing is, you assume by societal standards that you're only worth a certain amount of money per hour. What rich people do is they don't live by that rule. They determine through their value how much they're worth per hour. Okay. So there are mentors that I know, and there's people that I know that charge $2,000 for an hour of a call, bro. And they're lined up making that much money because you don't get paid for your time. You get paid for your value. So the next question is, Dean, what skills do you have? Right? Do you know how to sell? Do you know how to market? Do you know how to do all that stuff? If you don't know how to do that, you got to get learning. So if you're interested, Dean, I can help you. I have a money mentorship course. Okay. It's a monthly subscription of $100 a month. If you want me to call you personally every month, it's $150. Basically, I have courses in there and guidance to show you, because if you have me doing it and helping you, then I can propel your success. If you want to do it by yourself, then it's up to you. But it gives you everything that you'll need. After it happened the second time, I called her out on it, not into playing games. Yeah, grind. It's up to you. I wouldn't either, and I didn't. Right? I didn't fuck around with my exes because I knew I deserved better. But when it comes to making money, helping people make money is one of my true passions, and it takes a specific skill set to do it. Once you get better at those skills, the sky's the limit. And the thing is, most people aren't going to tell you that, right? Most people are like, 9 to 5 builds character and dedication. So shut the fuck up. That's such average thinking. I need to expand my knowledge. Yeah. So for example, you probably have no idea how to get a bunch of people to like you, which is exactly what audience growth is. Okay. So what are most people like, Dean? Most people are takers, right? They're takers. Take, because they have nothing in life. But here's a little secret to the universe. If you want to get something from the universe or from people, give to them. Okay, give to them. So what did I do? Again, look exactly what I did. Watch my actions. I started a channel and started giving knowledge. That was it. I read some books, watched some channels, and did my own version of it. There's nothing special about that. So I did that. And now I have an audience of people who show up for every video. If I put a video up, it gets like, it depends on the title, because a lot of people are really like, oh my God, I want my X back videos and stuff like that. But it'll get hundreds of video views, sometimes thousands within the first, few days, a week. And obviously that in terms of like the scope of some other YouTubers, that's like nothing. But here's the thing, you don't need a lot of subscribers to make a full-time income online. Please share more about masculine energy. Like the idea behind that or my channel. People will tell you that it's not a steady income, therefore it's not safe to live on. How do you answer that? What, YouTube? YouTube, you mean? The people who say YouTube isn't a steady income don't have income from YouTube. And some of them that do say that only rely on Google AdSense money. But you should never rely on Google AdSense money. That's rule number 1 for making money on YouTube. You don't rely on Google AdSense money. Ever. It's cake money, it's extra money, but don't ever rely on it. Because Google could say fuck you tomorrow. All online jobs in general. No, that's a myth. That's not true at all. I make all of my money from online. So first of all, you have to know how to monetize your audience. Okay. Monetizing your audience is simple as giving to them. What do you have? Do you have a product to offer? Do you have a book? So look at Corey Wayne, for example. A lot of people know who he is. Coach Corey Wayne has a product, which is 2 books now. Mastering Yourself and How to Be a 3% Man, right? Andre, I'll be right with you. So Coach Corey Wayne has his book, his 2 books, and coaching. He does $1,000 an hour, 3 weeks wait period. Okay. He still makes Google AdSense money, but I can guarantee you he does not rely on it for money. He probably puts it away or reinvests that into his business. So you have to learn how to monetize your audience, sell them shit, get them on a newsletter, like a monthly newsletter, something like that, where you talk to them and tell them like what's going on with you, and make sure you're giving. Don't be a taker, because once you give enough, the law of reciprocity kicks in, and you'll get paid. I promise you, you get paid. See, don't ever rely on Google AdSense money, ever. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is learn how to monetize your audience and work your ass off. You'll work harder, but you'll work for yourself. Like, guys, this room that I'm in, okay? Let me see. So, like, if people think this is a fake, like, that's brick, bro, right? So that's my corner with like books, and this right here is like a filter for there's the fucking goddamn sirens again. That's a filter for my light, which is right here. Oh, fuck. Ooh, my coffee almost fell. I know this is kind of a wild little ride, but that light is my ring light. And this room here, sorry about the shakiness. This room here is my office. I do more work here. And behind you guys is the studio, the music studio. So I share this office with another person. He's only here on weekends. He's not here today, oddly. He should be here. But he makes music, and he's a friend of mine. So we share this place together, and it costs me a couple $100 a month. Now, there's a place for me to sleep right here. So if I fall asleep, right, there's my bag where I put all my shit. So you guys don't need much to be successful. Everyone thinks that, like Tanner J. Fox and these rich entrepreneurs that have Lamborghinis and shit, that like you don't need to live like that. They're doing that because they can. Maybe he likes Lamborghinis, and some of them do. I love Lamborghinis. I love fast cars. I would own one because I want to, not because I want to make more money on YouTube, but it does help, right? So that's the whole thing. That's the whole secret. Like, what can you give? What do you know? And when you know it, put it out there for people to see. Look at Kino Body. Greg, he lives in Toronto. He's like 2 hours away from me. He makes 8 figures. He makes 8 figures a year off of selling. So what did he do? He built a YouTube channel. He's got like 500,000 subscribers, something like that. He has courses, right? Like the Warrior Shredding Program and Bulk Up and shit like that. But he gives all of his shit away for free about how to like what he does every day. Right? How much money to tell you my full story and get your advice on what to do going forward, like an email sort of thing or what? Well, Grind, I have a monthly membership program, which is $100 a month, and that gives you access to the courses and it gives you access to my Telegram, so you can message me anytime. But if you want just a one-off call, that's $100 for a call as well. An email, I priced it all to be the same because emailing, I'm going to be honest with you, email coaching kind of sucks for me because I would rather just get the call, speak to you. But email coaching doesn't have that connection. At least with Telegram's like a messaging app. I can at least send you a voice message so you guys can hear my tone. You know what I'm saying? That's where you seem like a dope guy. Thank you, bro. I'm very much myself. If you guys talk to me now, if you see this now, this is what you're going to get, bro. The hard part about being successful is the work and self-development process. But if there's a will, there's a way. Andre, like, again, it comes down to what are you doing every day? What are you doing daily? Okay. If you wake up, for one, get on a sleep schedule where you fall asleep and wake up at the same time. I will simply, sorry about that. To develop, okay, when you develop your body, you lift weights, right? And you run and you get stronger. What about your mind? What do you do for your mind? That's called reading. If working out is working out your body, reading is working out for your mind. So most Americans, this is an American study, read one book per year. Most entrepreneurs that are rich read 60. Success leaves clues, guys. So masculine energy, balancing it's not really about balance. It's about finding what you are. If you are more of a masculine man, which most of you men should be, your actions have to follow that. Okay. What is masculine energy? Breaking through barriers. I'm using Corey Wayne's explanation. Breaking through barriers, crushing goals, getting shit done. That's masculine energy. That's where men feel the most like they're being of use to the world. Feminine energy is about bonding and connecting and talking, right? Drive, mission, exactly. That's masculine energy. So if you're living your life and you're not very driven and you're not focused on your purpose and your mission, then what are you doing, right? That's the whole point. It's very easy to escape from that, right? It's very easy to escape. So I have a challenge right now. I play a lot of World of Tanks, okay? One of my favorite games to play right now. Do you know how hard it is for me sometimes to not play World of Tanks and come and do this work? This is why I started a daily masculine, because I knew that I would have to show up for you guys every day, right? So, and it makes me work. I'm going to also post my other YouTube channel in here. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. It's called Kyle the Content Marketer. I will find it for you. Studying Corey Wayne's 3% Man for a while. A lot of stuff still works nowadays. Do you do that through your website? Grind, do you have an Instagram? And Grind, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the monthly membership or do you want to do just a one-off call? Then I'll write it down and I'll set up a time with you. My facial hair is finally growing back. I wanted to creep out my girlfriend by having a mustache, so I buzzed off all of my facial hair, and I had a mustache, and I had a creepy mustache. It was bad. No, I deleted it so I don't see her posts. Okay, cool. You can just email me, Grind. Send me an email or message me on Twitter if you have a Twitter account. Just send me an email. I'll give you my email right now. There you go, bro. 2 E's. Yeah, so you guys can ask me about that stuff, and I have that. That's what I do now. It used to be cheaper, it used to be different, but a lot of people are tire kickers and they're like, I want to make all this money in like 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, because the world works like that. And they would sign up and they would leave. So I have a high barrier to entry, but here's the thing. I focus hard on those guys. If they have a question, I'm always there. Andre's got a question. Is it worth DMing girls on Instagram, Tinder to face-to-face interact? Trying to improve texting skills also. Oh, yeah, it is a typo. Fuck. Masculine energy 27 at gmail.com. That's better. There we go. Yeah, I fucked up that spelling. Andre, that's a good question, bro. That's a difficult question to answer because there are definitely people who probably could. I wouldn't reach out to a girl on Instagram. I just wouldn't do it. Their guard is super high. The best place to meet chicks is in real life, bro. Go to the grocery store. If you're going to do it at a gym, wait till after the workout's over. Don't bother her, right? Use the environment. What would you do if you were 22 in college living with your parents? Start a fucking online business immediately. Living with your parents, you have no rent to pay. You probably have your cell phone and internet, I'm guessing, to pay every month. Bro, oh my God. If I was 22 with what I know now, I'd be a millionaire easily by now. I'll be 30 next year. Yeah, if I was 22, holy shit, that'd be a joke. I would be rich as fuck. Start an online business, bro. For sure. 100%. But yeah, Grind, send me an email there with the subject line coaching, something like that. And we'll set something up for sure. I use PayPal. PayPal's free, you know. Send it to me there. I did it 5 different ways. The only opening working is through responding on Instagram story. Questions got left unseen otherwise. Yeah. I wouldn't do it. You know what? Working on your texting skills is kind of dumb anyways, because you shouldn't be texting a woman very much, right? When a woman reaches out to you, set a date and get off the phone, right? You don't need to be on the phone. I don't text my girl very often, and we've been together for over 5 years, right? It's sort of always been that way. Sometimes I'll send her a spree of texts if I've been very distant, but opening them and setting dates, you don't need skills to do that. How are you? What are you doing Thursday? Awesome. See you at 7. Bye. That's not a skill, bro. That is simple. Andre, I know you're just fucking around. Like, I'm just fucking around, but like, bro, you don't need skills to open women on texting. Like, you just don't. Let your personality shine in person, bro, not over the phone. But tried exactly that. How I'm guessing you somehow failed. Who are you asking out, man? Are you asking out some fucking crazy bitches? What I'm saying is, should I just quit school and leave my parents' house and just risk it all? Bro, you're 22. You have a lot of time to risk. Yeah, you should. And everyone around you is going to tell you, fuck no, go to school, finish your schooling, blah, blah, blah. By the time you finish school, you're going to be so fucking regretful that you even went there because you didn't get the job you were trying to get. Okay, this is most people. Dude, start an online business. Okay, let's just bust a myth right here. What is a business, right? A lot of people look at online businesses like it's some sort of super magical thing. It's an exchange of goods and services. That's all it is. If you have something I want, I'll pay for it. That's it. Right? What do I do on this channel? I bring knowledge for free, right? In my own style. People love it. And they say, how can I get a one-on-one call with you? That's business right there. So don't get too caught up in what business is. You start an online business, start giving people something. You have all the space in the world to do it because you're going to be like, oh my God, it's oversaturated. Here's the thing. Yeah, there's a lot of people that start, but not a lot of people can keep up. If Corey Wayne has 2,200 videos, right? And then everybody else in the coaching and dating niche has 400, come out with 600 videos. Now, if you did 600 videos that were done properly, you will have an audience. I promise you. Right? It sounds difficult because you don't know how to make a video, I'm guessing, like a good video. But once you learn that skill, you can apply that to every channel you have. Is it true you have to spend money to make money? Big time, like, depends. If you have more time than money, then you're going to spend more time to make money. If you have more money than time, then you can spend money to make money. So when you're starting a YouTube channel, all you need is your fucking cell phone and a mic. I have a Blue Yeti mic, and it's sitting in a cup. Okay? So this was $200, I think, Canadian. My phone, you get a phone plan, right? You pay like whatever you guys pay in the States. Canada pays the worst in the world for money for phones. So there's that. Now, if you want to get into like real estate and shit like that, yeah, you got to spend money to make money for sure. So when you're in the big leagues and you're making big league money, you got to spend money to make money. 100% you do. But if you want to start out with like small time stuff, like, and by small time, I mean like 6 figures, then yeah, you know, YouTube is a good place to start. Twitter. The good thing about YouTube is I make a video once and it's out there forever. As long as it's properly worded and done right, it's amazing. And here's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to come out with another channel that I'm paying somebody to do that's in this niche. I'm going to do this again because I know that it works. Somebody else's voice, and it'll probably be a whiteboard video, but I'm going to do this all again because I know it works. Some people, you know, want a video that's more direct and more like that. Cool. I'll do that too. Eat up the market, right? So once you know something works, do it again. I know this works. So, you know. But anyway, I've been doing this for a little long. My throat's getting a little scratchy. I got to make a couple more videos for my other channels. So I will see you guys on the flip. Now, Grind, send me an email. Anybody else want to send me an email about it too? I'll help you guys out. Dean, let me know if you wanna jump in as well. I'm here to help you guys. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Any more questions before I bounce? What time frame are we looking at? I'm gonna go do a couple of things. I'll message you back within an hour, probably. If not tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow at the latest. But I'm gonna go do a couple of things and I'll get back to you. Okay. I got some planning and some stuff to do. Oh. So, question of the day before I get out of here. Should I leave my hair long and gel it? Maybe trim the sides? Or should I cut my hair? I've been debating for the last week if I should cut my damn hair or gel it and leave it like this. Because this is like long. It's the longest I've ever had my hair. All right, Andre, I'll see you later, bro. Good luck. Good luck. Trim the sides, bro, like a high fade. I could. Fresh cut is always the go. Cut it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling it too. I'm just lazy. All right, boys. See you guys tomorrow.